I just paid $1,500 for this 2008 Honda Odyssey, and throughout this video I'm going to show you a lot of cars that we've recently bought and show you what I paid, how much we're selling it for, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to make on it. All right, here's another one that we sell very, very, very well, and this is a 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee. We paid $2,800 for it. We pay up for something like this. This is going to have to be a $4,000 to $4,500 car on our lot. Hopefully we won't have to do any work to it, because it will definitely be a $4,500 car if we have to do anything to it. But just to break down kind of what other expenses we have in this. We pay $2,800 for it, and then we have a buyer fee. So every time we go to an auction, we have to pay a fee to actually purchase the vehicle through them. That's how auctions make money. They're in a lot of cases like real estate agents in the housing market, where they only get paid when the transaction gets done. So in a lot of cases, these auctions, they don't care what the price is. They could go to the moon, or they could go down to the floor. But the auctions, they want volumes to happen. They want transactions to happen. That's how they get paid. But we paid $285 just on this one. And I think we bought 40 cars over the last 2 weeks. And $285 is about the average of what we're going to pay. So do the math right there. I'm not going to do it. You do it. 40 times $285. That's what I paid auction companies over this last 2 weeks just to be able to purchase cars just like this. But anyway, we sell these very well. It'll be quick. I don't even know if I told you what we're going to sell it for. $2,800, yeah, like $4,000, $4,500, somewhere around there. All right, so check this one out. This is the one that we had in the intro. I thought this was one of the best buys that we actually had. 2008 Honda Odyssey. It's got 185,000 miles. I was about to say only, but I know a lot of you criticized me. It was like, oh, yeah, well, it's got 185,000 miles. Thing's about to fall apart, right? Not here where I am in central North Carolina. We don't deal with rust, so the frame on these things look brand new, and they last a very long time. It's not rare for us to see a Honda Odyssey, especially this body style, this transmission, this motor, to have 350,000 miles at auction. I buy them all day long, especially when I'm buying for $1,500. And then we can sell, as long as we don't have to do a lot of work to it, then we can sell it for $3,000, and it's going to be a very, very easy sell for us. But this is the kind of stuff that we've been able to now buy, and it's been great for us lately, because like Honda Odysseys, Toyota Siennas, you think like Toyota Highlanders, Honda CRVs, these are things that were untouchable for us over the last few years. They're going so expensive, because a lot of dealers know the same thing that I do. These are very reliable. They're not a lot of work that usually you have to put into it. They go for a lot of miles, and people will pay up for them, and they're quick sellers. This one at $3,000 on my lot is going to sell very, very quickly. And if there was only two vans that I could ever own for my car lot, it would be Honda Odysseys and Toyota Siennas. And one thing that's interesting that I see in the market, and that I've seen over the last 14 years that I've been in the market, is that when the economy's really good, booming, seems like there's money everywhere. We've seen that over spans of this over the last 5 years or so, that SUVs, third row SUVs, are the big time sellers, because people aren't worried about gas. They'll pay a little bit more for the third row SUVs than they will the minivans. But as the economy gets tighter, as people are more worried about the gas that they're actually spending, but they still need to carry their family, they still need to have that third row seat, well, they gravitate more toward minivans. And it seems like what we've seen a little bit here, at least the pickup of what we're able to keep and sell quicker, is it seems like minivans are picking back up. Not say that's a massive tell on the economy or anything like that. It's just something that I noticed. When times are tighter, people like minivans. They focus more on gas mileage. When times aren't so tight, well, they don't care about gas mileage or saving money on gas. They want the big, flashy third row SUV. Just something to keep up with as we're watching the trends of the market. All right, so this is a 2007 Chevy Aveo, and I do not like these cars. But here's the thing: Alex bought this one. And the reason he bought it, we typically wouldn't look at these cars unless they were dirt cheap, but it's only got 50,000 miles. So this one was put up. It was owned by a grandma. She went to church, went and get her groceries, and she probably had some cats. You smell any cat stuff in here?
Probably tons of cats in that car.
Probably tons of cats in that car is what he's saying. Anyway, we got it for $2,800. It's only got 50,000 miles. It might be the case that, okay, it doesn't matter if it's got 1 mile. Somebody might not be willing to pay $4,000 for a Chevy Aveo, but you know what? We're going to find out. So it's only got 56,000 miles. It's 2007, so this car is almost 20 years old. It's only got 50,000 miles. That's crazy. Yeah, anyway, but there it is. It's weird for us. That might be the lowest mileage car that I've ever had on my car lot. I think I sell cars that are $5,000 and under. We don't have cars with less than 100,000 miles. We don't have cars that have 50,000 miles on them at my lot because we can't afford to buy them for the prices that my customer will actually pay for a car. So it has to be, if it's going to be very low mileage, it has to be a cheap car. Chevy Aveo was made to be a cheap car. We're released as a new car, as a cheap car. It's now still a cheap car. It's a 50,000 mile car. It's still a cheap car. How many times can I say cheap in this video? At least one more. This is a cheap car. We buy stuff that hopefully people are going to buy and not what I like. I don't like this car. If you look at, don't buy this car. Don't buy this ar. It's only got 50,000 miles though. That's crazy. It'll be, I don't know if I said, it'll probably be 4,000, maybe they'll start it at 4,500 bucks. But I would imagine we'll probably land around 4,000. Then we'll realize nobody wants a Chevy Aveo, and then it'll drop down to 30. Alex is over here laughing in the background as I'm talking about this Chevy Aveo he bought. We'll probably find out that nobody wants it even for 2,500 bucks as a 50,000 mile car, and we'll lose money on it. When you run a car dealership, you're always on the move, going to auctions, getting cars inspected, chasing down inventory. And that's why it's very, very frustrating to be stuck without signal or paying overpriced roaming charges. And that's why we're working with today's sponsor, Saely. Saely is a simple eSIM app that gives you mobile data in over 200 countries. No swapping SIM cards, no waiting at kiosks. Just download the app, pick a plan, and you're online. It's fast, secure, and even blocks ads to help you save your data. Right now, you can get 15% off any Saely data plan with our code REALDEAL. Or just go to www.saely.com/realdeal. Or you can scan the QR code on the screen. So whether you're traveling for business or just want to avoid airport SIM scams, download the Saely app and use code REALDEAL to save 15% at checkout. And again, I want to thank Saely for supporting this channel. And just to go over how we actually do our pricing, because we're getting these cars ready. I'm showing you what we have in them, and I'm putting a price out saying this is what we're going to sell the car for, is what my estimation. Now, it might not be exact because what we do when we first start to price a car, I'll just give you an example. If we have $2,000 in a car, we typically average between $800 and $1,200 a car. So you say, what, $1,000 a car? But when we first initially price a car, we try to hit a home run on it. And a home run for us is $1,500. So if we initially say that we have $2,000 in a car, then we'll price it for $3,500 to try to hit that home run to see if the market's saying, hey, yeah, that is a good deal. And if we don't get busy on the car, if we don't have any leads, no test drives or whatever, after 2 weeks, we actually drop it by $500. And as we go every 2 weeks, we'll keep dropping our cars by $500. But I want to just go back to me saying what we're going to sell the car for. I go off averages. So if you see a car that I say, okay, we got $2,000 in this car, but I think we'll probably end up selling it for $3,000. And if you see it on our website, if you know where our dealership actually is, and you see us priced for $3,500, don't just call me a big liar or whatever. I'm going off averages. We'll try to hit a home run first, but in the most likely scenarios, we sell our cars right after 2 weeks, meaning that we get to our average. We sell it for about and make about $1,000. So that car would typically sit for 2 weeks, drop at one price drop, and that's where a majority of our cars land. Now we sell a lot at that $1,500 where we'll make it, and then we'll sell a lot that we keep for 4 weeks, and then we have to drop it down to where we're only making $500. But a vast majority of our cars lie in that sweet spot where we're making about $1,000 on it. So just so you know how we do our pricing, it's not a static kind of thing. It's not, okay, I'm going to make exactly this. I know in these videos I'm telling you this is what we make, is because that's the average of what we make. And now another caveat here, if you see a car and we're asking way more than what I'm initially telling you when I'm showing you these videos, a lot of these cars that I'm showing you back here, they're in recon. So there might be something wrong with this car that I don't know about when I'm actually showing you the car. So if we have a $500, $1,000 repair on a car, then that makes the price that we're actually going to list it for going up. Just so we know, because I know I've seen in the comments every once in a while people go and check me on these prices when I'm actually saying what we're going to sell them for. There's a lot of factors that go into that. I'm going off the averages that we actually make. When we're going in here and trying to make money on a car, we want to average $1,000. That's the profit I make per car, and it's gross profit. All my expenses still come in after that. I don't get to just put in the, you know what, I'm going to talk about this too, because I get a lot of comments, people say, oh, well, you sold 60 cars, you just put $60,000 in your pocket, you must be filthy rich. No, that's not how business works. If we sell 60 cars, I've got $40-some thousand in expenses, big truck, that I have to pay every single month. And really, a lot of that is going to payroll. A lot of that's going to lease, to power bills, to licensing. All of this stuff takes a lot of money. So when I say I make $1,000 on a car, I'm not making $1,000 on a car that I can put in my pocket. That's gross profit. Net profit is something completely different. And if you own a business, you understand. And I see all you guys actually defending me when people say that kind of stuff too. It's like, okay, you think he makes that on a car? That's just as gross. You have no clue how business operates, and I appreciate you guys defending me in the comments. All right, this one's a 2013 Kia Optima. We bought like 40-something cars in the last 2 days. Not 2 days, 2 weeks. I've worked a lot. But this is one of the cars that I bought. Now, because we buy so many cars and we have to go to auctions, and two of the auctions that we go to run on the same day and overlap, I've got to go to one auction that's like an hour away, and Alex goes to the one that's closer. Alex is my mechanic. He buys cars for me. But this is actually one of the cars that I bought. So just to pull that out there and show you the kind of price that I got on the car that I bought, and show you, where's he at? Alex is not around here. How much better I am at buying cars than Alex is. That's a joke. Alex is way better than I am at this. But I paid $1,700 for this car. It's got 155,000 miles. There's Alex, so he can tell you how much better I am than he is. But he's around here working on the cars now. But this is the kind of stuff that we haven't been able to buy. 155,000 miles might not seem like low mileage, but for the price point that I have to buy and sell at, typically the cars that we're buying, they have 175, they have 200,000 miles on them, and for us to get a 2013 car with 150,000 miles, that's actually really good for us. This will end up being a $3,000 car as long as we don't have to do any work to it. If we have to do a little bit of work to it, probably 35. But another thing that really helps us out is that Alex is here actually wrenching on cars, and a lot of other dealers don't have that luxury that I have, where a lot of these small fixes where they will nickel and dime these car dealers to death. Well, Alex can handle a lot of that stuff here, and he's really, really fast. Like, he's already got like 4 or 5 jobs done, and it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. So he's such a pivotal part to what we're doing here, and why I'm able to run the kind of business that I do, because when we're only making $1,000 a car, a lot of these nickel and dime jobs that cost $200, $300, $400 for a lot of other car dealers, they're only costing me what it costs in parts. So we're able to still keep our prices so low because of how much money we save on actually getting work done here at the shop. Now, big stuff like anything that needs a lift, like even like wheel bearings. Wheel bearings they're not a big job, but it requires a lift to do that stuff. Any kind of like motor work, any type of transmission work, we're still sending all that out because you need big tools, and my shop is not set up for a lift. Alex can do all that stuff, but he's just not able to do it. And in a lot of cases, those jobs take so long that it's not worth his time. It's better and more efficient for us as a company to have him get a bunch of these little jobs done instead of taking lots of time on one big job. So a lot of that stuff we actually send out. So we have another shop that we use, but just to go back, the little stuff is what kills dealers, and we don't have to worry about that because Alex is so good at it.